from their fields and their land. They came on tractors, trucks, on horseback, in a roadside resistance. Tens of thousands of farmers determined to peacefully protest new laws. It's become the biggest challenge facing India's Prime Minister, Narendra Modi.
Government is not listening to us. Government is so stubborn.
For those farmers under 10 acres, they'll die. They'll die.
Tensions have been building for months. This is a fight over the future of farming in India.
Those of us who worked on these reforms for 50 years, this is thrown at us, right?
Old versus new. So what started this standoff? And who will win? It's opposition to 3 new agriculture laws passed last year, which has fuelled this movement. The first is all about giving farmers freedom of choice by allowing them to sell to anyone, anywhere in India. At the moment, farmers sell their produce through local, government-regulated markets where they're guaranteed a minimum price. Under the new law, these wholesale markets would still exist, but farmers would also be able to sell directly to big businesses. The government says farmers will be better off by having more options, but farmers fear that once corporations are involved, price guarantees will disappear. The second law sets the rules for how farmers draw up contracts with businesses. Things like setting a price for crops before they're even planted. The third allows private businesses to stockpile basic crops like lentils, onions and potatoes. Until now, only the government was able to store large reserves of these. It means private companies can buy these in bulk. Farmers fear this will impact pricing even further. What would you say to the farmers I've met at these protests who say these laws will destroy them?
So all these 3 reforms do, 3 new laws do, is give the farmers the freedom. They don't take away anything. It gives them freedom to sell when, where, through a contract, not a contract. It just gives freedom.
Why does the agriculture sector in India need to modernise?
For 70 years, agriculture has had an average productivity of 50% of world average. We've just been stuck there with no change.
This is the National Highway 44. It's usually a busy road into the Indian capital, Delhi. And now it's busy for a very different reason. This place is packed with protesters, mostly farmers from the neighbouring states of Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. Now they first got here at the end of November. They weren't allowed into the capital city, Delhi, and so they set up camp here. They've been here through the bitterly cold winter, protesting 3 government farm laws that they believe will destroy them. Now, I first came here at the beginning of December, and this camp has grown in size since then. It's basically a mini city, a mini town, a mini community. People are living here, they're sleeping on the back of their trucks, they're eating here, there are hospitals, there's even a gym here. It's a sign, clearly, that they're in this for the long haul. Mohan Singh made the 7-hour journey from his farm in Pugwara in Punjab to join the protests. He told me he's been sleeping in the back of this truck through India's cold winter months. Many people have died due to the harsh weather conditions.
किसान कितने परेशान हैं ये तीनों जो काले कानून हैं इनको रद्द करें तो सब संसार ही अपने घर जाएगी कोई भी नहीं आ रहेगा क्यों जाड़े में मरे घर छोड़े हुए हैं सारे काम बस ये चाहते हैं हम.
Agriculture matters in India. Not only does it feed this vast nation, it's a big source of employment. 4 in 10 Indians work as farmers, and more than half of the country depends on agriculture as their main source of income. As the months have gone on, what I found striking is how what began as a male-dominated protest has become more female. While women make up a large chunk of India's farm workers, only a small percentage own any land. Seen but rarely heard, they're becoming a powerful voice at these protests.